we go.
All right. So Sasha, can you hear me?
Yep.
Fabulous. All right, let's make sure that everybody on Facebook can hear us. Let me check and make sure. Let's make sure. All right, fabulous. I can see us. All right. Well, hey, everyone. This is Shaniece Wise, your business expansion coach and strategist, coming on this excited day. I'm so excited. Today, I'm going to share with you one of my clients who is just absolutely phenomenal. Her name is Miss Sasha, and Sasha is going to share with you a little bit about who she is and what she does. And then we're going to talk a little bit about my coaching program and how it's helped her develop and literally where she's going, because she's doing some amazing things. And she didn't necessarily need me to help her develop her skill because her skill is there. She just needed me to help enhance her program, realize the money that she's leaving on the table, implement some systems and some strategies in order to take her business to its next dimension. And that's where we're going. We're going to the next dimension. So Sasha, if you could come in and just share with everyone, and y'all notice I'm not in my normal office. Today is a little bit different, but I still wanted to come on live and share the world with Sasha because she's just phenomenal. So Sasha, tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Okay, well, my name is Sasha Figuero, and I am the owner of Figuero Virtual Services. I am a virtual assistant. So basically what that is you're an assistant and admin, but you work remotely. So it gives you more flexibility for yourself as a business owner, as well as for my clients, because there's certain things they don't have to worry about that they do when somebody works in-house for them. So that's pretty much, I do a lot of things, anything that deals with admin stuff, from it could be planning flights and vacations to just simple things as organizing email and making sure that they're on top of their calendar. I cover things, I make up systems for them, which is funny that I needed Shaniece because I make systems for people left and right, but I just couldn't get my own systems down packed until I met Shaniece. And that was the missing link that I had. So now she's stuck with me. Now she can't go nowhere.
This is a relationship, baby. This is a relationship. And you know what? When I think of you, Sasha, I think of an implementation strategist. Like you literally take your clients' systems, you help them create their systems, and you just help put it in motion. You give action to it. So who are your ideal clients?
My ideal clients are people who are already established in their business. I like working with people who are entrepreneurs that they already have their business flowing and they know where they want to go. They're just missing that person to take them to the six-figure mark, the next level. So that's where I come in to help them. They already have the ideas in their head. They already know what they're trying to do, but they need somebody to help them organize it, to help them, take care of the back office stuff. And again, it's going to be entrepreneurs or business owners that they're pretty much already established in their business. They just needed someone to help them take them to the next level.
I love it. And we're also developing another branch. Like what we realized, Sasha is so amazing in what she does. There are a lot of people who are attracted to her and they're like, Sasha, help me with this. Can I run things off of you? Can we have coffee? Can I pick your brain? And my clients know that the whole picking your brain is a absolute no-no. So we have identified different business gaps where Sasha is leaving money on the table, where it can be amazing revenue for her and her family, as well as growing her business. So Sasha, share with everyone a little bit about what we're doing now, that additional branch of revenue that we've implemented in order for you to share your expertise and give back.
Well, it's actually two extra branches. We got one, yeah, and we got one where it's the coaching side, because I have a lot of clients who, well, not clients per se, but they're interested in working with me, but they don't want like a full-on full-time admin, but they need somebody to help them take their systems that well, kind of like what's in their head, and like you said, implement it. So I have a lot of people reaching out to me, for just that part, just to help them, basically brainstorm and just brain dump, and then we take all that information and we put it into a strategy and systems to get their business flowing. Because if the back office is messed up, no matter what you're doing, you're going to always be playing catch up. You're going to lose money. It just doesn't work. And then the other side of it, which I'm super excited about too, is the university side, because I have a lot of moms, and whether it be single moms or stay-at-home moms or retirees, that they want money, but they don't want to work full-time for somebody else. They don't want to work a job, I guess you can call it. And they want to learn how to be a virtual assistant. They're like, okay, wait a minute. So you're home, you're with your kids, you make your own hours, you make your own pay, and you're still working. Like, what are you doing? And then I speak to them and they're like, well, teach me. And I want to teach them, but I'm like, okay, well, I have so many people coming to me, and if I want to teach everybody, so what do I do? And then me and you thought about it, and you were like, well, actually, I thought about it. You knew right off the bat. You were like, no, you need to do a university like today. And so, I sat down, I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? That's such a good idea, because when I started, I didn't have somebody that was telling me what to do. So I kind of just built it from the ground up. And then afterwards, I found people. But beforehand, I didn't have anybody. So I think it's great. I'm like, you know what? I want to be that person that I didn't have at the beginning, because that way I went through the bumps and the bruises. I went through the stuff so they don't have to go through it, because I was blessed enough to have a little bit of wiggle room when it comes to my finances, but not everybody has that. So if I would have had that person to guide me and show me and tell me, hey, Sasha, this is what you do, A, B, C, and D to start your business, that would have been priceless for me. So I want to do that for other people, because like I said, there's stay-at-home moms where they want to make money and they want to contribute to their family, but they have their kids. They're full-time with their kids all day. And that's me. I have a 10-year-old and a 6-year-old. So it's not like I'm doing this and I don't have any responsibilities. I mean, I have them coming in and out of my office throughout the day, but it's my career. It's my business. So I can take care of them and still work. And I want to give that to other people. I want to teach other moms and women. You don't have to be a mom. You could just be, a woman that you're like, you know what? I want to bring money in, but I don't want a job. I want my own business, my own legacy. And so I'm excited to now be working on something where I can provide that. And then there's the coaching side, which that I coach my clients, but not everybody needs my services full time. And that's where the coaching comes in. They need that guidance, but they don't need an in-house admin. So I got the coaching branch and I got the university branch, which when I first started, I didn't even think that was a possibility. And then you're like, what, Sasha, you need to think bigger. Like you need to think bigger than what you're thinking. So, so that's where we're at. And honestly, I can honestly say for sure, I wouldn't even be thinking that it was possible if me and you didn't meet. I can honestly say that, because I was very small-minded when it came to the potential that I had. So for that, I thank you, because I'm excited.
I'm excited for you as well. And see, that branch of income for you is going to help propel you beyond the 7-figure mark. You building your university and us implementing the type of systems and strategies, because like there's no limit in the coaching and consulting side. So I'm really, really excited about building that area. Not that I'm not excited about all your other areas, but I know how amazing you are. You know what I mean? And that's really giving back. That's giving back to the community and helping other virtual assistants who desire to be, solid. Helps them grow. So talk about our journey of meeting each other, Sasha. Share with everyone, how did we meet?
To be honest, I don't remember. I swear, like it's one day I knew I needed something, and then you popped up.
We were on LinkedIn, right? We were on LinkedIn.
It was on LinkedIn, yeah. And I'm like, I'm like, who is this person, Shaniece? Let me see what she's all about. And then I saw you and I saw your beautiful smile. And I was like, okay, I'm going to look into her. And then I started stalking you on LinkedIn, Facebook. I was like, what does this woman do? She looks so happy. What is she doing? So I looked it up and I was like, I need to talk to her. And I didn't fully know. I just knew that I needed to speak to you. I didn't know everything that it involved. I felt it. I was like, I need whatever it is she's doing. I need it. So then I set up a call with you. And then of course I looked to see what it is you actually did. And I was like, this is the business coach. I'm like, can I have a business coach? I'm like, do I need a business? I don't need a business coach. I know what I'm doing. Okay. So we started talking and I think I cried on that first phone call because you were so amazing when we talked. You didn't mention me signing on with you at all. Like, I think we spoke 3 times before you actually said, hey, this is my program, da, da, da. We talked probably about 3 times before you actually mentioned that. And my husband was like, so what does she charge? And I'm like, I don't even know. I'm like, we don't even talk about it. I said, she just keeps asking me questions about me. She keeps asking me where I see my future, what I'm trying to do, what are my goals, what's my why. And I thought I had a why. I was like, yeah, because I want to make money. Yeah. And then I thought about it. And the more we talked, and I'm crying on the phone. It had nothing to do with, everything has to do with money, but that wasn't the main reason. And I didn't realize what my why was until we spoke more. And my husband's like, you keep talking to her and you're crying. And I'm like, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I promise. It's not a bad thing. So, but it was very good. It was very, very good. Before we even, I didn't even hesitate. I didn't question it. I said, hey, I want to work with you. My husband, how do I explain this to him? And then you sent me information. You laid it out for him because, our brains are totally different. I'm more of the big thinker dreamer. And he's like, I need numbers. I need to analyze it. And you didn't hesitate to say, oh yeah, you got this for him. And you made sure that me and him were on the same page. It wasn't like, oh, don't worry about him. You made sure you talk to him before anything, talk to your husband, talk about it. And that was that was very wonderful because I've actually spoken to somebody and they were like, you can tell him later. And I'm like, what kind of marriage do you have? I'm like, that's not the way it works, sweetheart. Sorry. So then when you came out and you were like, I said, I definitely want to do it. I want to work with you. You were like, okay, we'll speak to him first. And I was like, okay. I said, why do I need to speak to him? I want to do this. And then I thought about it and I sat with him and I talked to him and I was like, she's smart. I'm like, she knows what I need to do before I know what I need to do. So it was good. And we haven't looked back. And at first I was like, I'm going to do this time with her. I'm going to go through the program. I'm going to build my business. And then once the program's done, I'm going to be good. Yeah, you're stuck with me. I don't know how long it's going to be, but you better like me because I'm not going anywhere. So I'm going to keep harassing you. I'm like, my husband tells me when I ask him a question about the business, he's like, have you called Shaniece today? And I'm like, no. He's like, why are you not calling her? I'm like, because you're going to yell at me. She's going to tell me, you girl, you're not supposed to be doing that. So yeah, he's like, you better call her. You better call her.
Well, it's the dynamics of, a husband and wife is so important, and it makes your life better when he supports you. He understands your vision and he understands who I am. That's why, with my coaching programs and prayerfully, you've seen this, it's all about a heart connection. I will turn people away because it's not about the money. It's about doing what you love. And yes, the money is amazing, but money gives you options. It doesn't make you happy. And at the end of the day, I want to feel happy in my business because I feel like when I'm happy, that falls on to you all. And, it shifts us. We're like a family in my coaching program. And that's what I love. I love you all. So let's talk about your hesitance in investing, because a lot of times when you invest in a coaching program and it's of quality, there is a higher price tag. So what was it that made you say, you know what, I'm going to just jump and do this thing?
Right. Well,
what was it?
What made me hesitate, because I wanted to work with you. but the numbers they scared me at first. And not just because of the price, point, but to think that I would be spending that much on myself, that kind of scared me, because I was hesitant. Like I knew what I had to offer, but at the same time, my mindset was, do I have what it takes to make sure that I'm paying for that and I'm going to be able, because this is, I had to look at it, and this, yes, we made a connection, but that's your business. So I was like, I have to be responsible to this woman because I'm making an agreement. I want to, I said, so I was hesitant because I really thought, like, did I have what it takes to make sure that I was always making the money that I needed to make, because I didn't want to touch my family's money to pay for it. I was very, very nervous about that. And I was like, okay, this is a big investment in myself. So that scared me. But when I thought about it more, and I thought about what I would be missing versus what I have, I said to myself, well, if I'm doing this, I don't have to worry about the cost, because I'm going to be making what I need to make, and my business is going to be growing to where it needs to grow. So I won't even have to think about it. And to this day, I don't think about it. Like that's, people have their rent and their mortgage, and they have their car payment. Those are things you don't even think about. You're like, oh, that has to be paid. Without it, I don't have A, B, or C. In my mind, my business coach, my Shaniece, that's something that has to be done. Like, I don't even think twice about it. I still think twice. I'm like, oh, do I want those shoes? No, I don't want those shoes. But I don't think about I'm like, she's not going anywhere. She's here to stay. So I think it was more thinking like, what would I miss out on versus what am I going to get? Because I knew that I needed something, because I didn't know everything. I knew I had a vision. I knew I had the skills. Like you said, I had the skills, I had the vision, but what do I do with it now? And I was making money. I had some clients, but when I thought about the potential of what was out there, and I started looking at other people, other VAs, and I was like, I'm not doing nearly what they're doing. Like, and I'm doing exactly the same work. I have the same skills, but how is it that they are doing so much better than me? And the common denominator, a business coach. Every single time, business coach. And I'm like, that's it. Like, if I don't do it, then I'm cutting myself short. And I knew that I needed something. And I knew that when we started talking, I knew that it was you. And I was like, okay, well, this is it. Plain and simple. There's no second thing. Once I made that decision, I didn't change my mind at all.
I love that. I have like 5 million questions in here to ask you. What made you trust me? And the reason I'm asking you that is because there are many business coaches out there,
right.
And, that offer amazing services. What was it about me that made you trust me? Because you trusted me, and then you trust my brand and my company. Right. But what was it?
It was those first few phone calls when we spoke, because everybody can make a nice Facebook page. Everybody can make a nice, LinkedIn and all that stuff. But those first few phone calls that we had, they weren't 2-second phone calls. That like, I sat in my car for our first phone call for an hour. So I'm sitting in my driveway on the phone outside my house, and my husband's like, I thought you were home. I'm like, oh, I was, but I was on a call. It was very important. So I'm sitting in my own driveway in my car. They're probably like, what is she doing in there? And the whole, like, I think it was 2 or 3 phone calls. All you kept doing was asking about me. What do you want? What is your why? Like I said, what is it that you're trying to accomplish? What does Sasha want? What do you see your business in the future? What do you see your future in general? And I think that was most important to me, because it wasn't just about, this is what I can do for you, blah, 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 blah. Let's do this. But no, you sat there, you asked me about me and then you started asking about my kids and my family, and like, what are your goals? And you asked personal questions that I was like, what does this woman want to know this stuff for? Like, that's none of your business. But then I understood why, because you needed to know me. And it was great. And it made me feel very vulnerable too, which was very good, because I think that's what made the trust, is because I I felt like I opened up to you and you listened the whole time. Yes, we engaged, but you were listening. I remember thinking like, she's quiet. Why is she not? Why is she not? Because you were actually listening. And it was a big difference. And yeah, I'm really, really happy that I made the decision. It was scary. It was very scary because I'm like, a business coach, like, am I at that level to have a business coach? Yeah, you know why? Because in order to get where I needed to get, I needed a business coach. I mean, it's weird saying business coach because like we talk about more than business. So
right.
It's kind of weird. It's like, yeah, I feel like you're my life coach. It's more life than business. It covers everything.
We do. That's what I love about our community. But I want to also talk about what you said, investing in you. Why do you think as women, because when you were saying that, years ago, when I invested in myself and getting a business coach, I felt the same way. I can do all this for my family. My son, if there's something that he needs, hands down. But when it came to me, I'm like, oh my gosh, Shaniece, are you worth that? But it was at that moment, at that point in my life, it was that small thinking. Why do you think we do that? I'm asking you, like, why? Why were you afraid of investing in Sasha?
I think it's because as a mom, I feel like that's just like, that comes natural, and I feel like women can be moms and there's so many great moms out there. I feel like that's just in us. But when it came to being a business owner, an entrepreneur, I was like, you have to be one of those, kick butt women that are just knocking down doors and they're, 3-piece suit 24/7. And I'm over here with a mom bun. I'm like, I got bleach on my shirt. I can't do this. This is not me. So I just felt like I needed to, and this is going to sound so horrible, but I felt like I needed to stay in my lane. Like I wasn't a businesswoman. I was a mom. And even the term stay-at-home mom, which is kind of weird to me because you're a mom whether you're home or not. I don't get that. But I felt like that was my thing. That was what God put me on this earth to do because I was great at it. My babies were my life. I love taking care of my family. Like I saw it as a job. I made sure that I did it very, I was strategic about it. Everything that I was my family, everything I did. So I was like, well, who am I to start a business for myself? But it really wasn't for myself. It was for my family still. But that's not how I saw it. I saw it as, I'm going to take time away from them. I'm going to take time away from what, them seeing me. And that was a big issue at the beginning too. And not just for me, but even for them. My family was never like nasty or rude, but I could see the difference, the change in starting a business and you're being 24/7 with your family. And then you start having to be like, hey, this is my thing. But once you change that mindset, it doesn't bother you. That if you're not closing them out, that you don't want to be with them, you're closing them out because you're doing something for them.
Mm-hmm.
So once you switch and once you realize, and that took some time, and being with you as your client and you being my coach has helped, because I saw all these other women who I looked at them and I was like, man, those are some bad women. Like those women are amazing. And they're saying the same thing. Mm-hmm. They're dealing with the same issues. They're dealing with the same self-esteem issues. And I'm like, are you kidding? Have you looked at yourself? You're amazing. And then I started thinking, wait a second, what if people see me like that? Mm-hmm. What if they're like, oh, you're amazing, and they don't know the self-esteem issues that I'm having? Not me personally, but can I be that level? Mm-hmm. Can I grow to that level? I was like, no, that's not for me. And then when I started seeing other women that I looked at as like so put together and so amazing and doing all this amazing business, and then they're coming out saying the same issues that I had, I'm like, hold on a second.
The same self-esteem problems.
Yeah.
The same looking at themselves in the mirror like, do I deserve this? Am I worth this? Yeah.
Right. And I was like, okay, it's not just me.
Yeah. And I think when you say, that's what I love about our program is because you're in the midst of other women who are doing amazing,
Right.
building $1 million brands, and they have the same insecurities.
Yeah.
But being a part of that group, constantly speaking life into each other, being able, because sometimes as business owners, don't you feel like you're on an island by yourself?
Yeah.
When you're a part of a like-minded, business-minded coaching program, doesn't it make you feel a little bit different?
Yeah, it does, because like you said, it makes you feel like you're not alone. The problem, you're thinking, well, maybe this is just me, maybe I'm just not good enough. No, this is an issue that business owners come up with, and you have to decide, are you going to just let it defeat you, or are you going to take in it and learn from it, advance it, and build with it? And that was the mind shift change that I had to have, because I had everything. I knew what I wanted, and I could sit in my little room and be like, I'm amazing and this is great and blah, blah, blah. And then the moment I walk out, I'm like, but really, am I that amazing? Am I really that good? Can I really own a business? And my husband, of course, is telling me, babe, you're doing amazing. You're building something from nothing. And I'm like, thank you, I appreciate it. But it's not the same. That's, to me, that's my family and I appreciate it, but it's not. When you tell yourself something, it takes a lot for it to change. It takes a lot. So when you hear people who are close to you tell you, you're amazing, you're great, you're like, oh, thank you, blah, blah, blah. And then you're like, well, really, is that for me? Am I really that amazing? And then you see other women who you are seeing, wow, that woman's amazing. And then they have the same insecurities. You're like, hold on a second. Like, okay, so it's not just me. I'm like, okay, we could do this. And then it's like, oh, you have that issue? Me too. Let's talk it out. Like, just a side note, when we go on our like group retreats and things like that, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just amazing. I look forward. The other day I was like, oh, we got a retreat coming up. I'm like, I can't wait. I'm so excited. Yeah, it's and I want to share it with everybody, but I mean, if everybody's not ready yet, they got to be ready themselves. But all I want to say is, if it's even a thought in your mind, even a little thought, just do it. Just do it. There's
no perfect time. There's no, you just have to know that you desire something more. You have to know it. Like, I was looking at my numbers working with my coach, 100% increase, 100%. And I was looking at your numbers and I did the percentage, and just in 4 or 5 months, Sash, your business has grown over 60%, just 4 to 5 months. And like Dr. Sue says, all the places that we're going, because my goal for you is to just surpass, what's gonna make me do backflips is when we get you to the 500,000 mark. I
feel like that's possible now.
Yes.
Yeah, I did. I didn't even, when I remember our first conversation, you were like, how much money do you want to make at the end of the year? And I'm like, 40,000. You were like, huh. that's small. Does it make you uncomfortable? And I was like, no, not really. And you were like, let's go to 125,000. And I was like, this woman's crazy. I'm like, what is she talking about? And now in my mind, I'm thinking, oh yeah, 150,000. Yeah, we'll get there. That's nothing.
No,
but I didn't think like that. Just imagine 40,000. I was like, I don't know, 40,000 maybe. And then now I'm like 150,000. I'm like, that's not enough. And my mindset is totally different now. And I'm excited. I'm very excited. Like, I wish I could take what I'm feeling and actually project it, because I don't think what I'm saying is enough. I really don't think it's enough.
Well, if you think about it, when you enlarge your mindset and you allow God to enlarge your territory, and when you start working with more people, the reflection is, the more people you help, the more income you create. You know what I mean? The more people that you're going to help build your coaching, your virtual assistant coaching program, the more people whose lives you're going to impact. That's a double portion. and my thing is just making sure you all pray over your business, over your families, like everything is so connected. But I'm just so proud of you. You are the ideal, and I don't even like the word client because I feel like we're business partners. This is, you know what I mean? I don't get excited about that word, but you're the ideal because you come to me, you ask a question, like we will spend a whole day going back and forth about building your university, which is going to be a membership program. So all of you listening, if you are a virtual assistant, you desire to be a virtual assistant, this chick right here is who you want to be connected to, because we're building something that's amazing and that's going to shift your life. And when you shift your life as a business owner, it shifts your family's life and the people around you. And that is why Sasha's husband is so on board, because he's seeing the fruit. Mm-hmm. He is seeing the fruit. It's not all about us talking. We get deep and dirty. And if there's something that, Sasha needs to fix, we fix it. If she's having a concern, even if she's not feeling good about something that we've put in place, we backtrack and recreate it. So it's a relationship. I love my clients. I pray for them. I pray for their families, because when she wins, I win. And when we both win, God wins. So talk to us about what's next for Sasha. Sasha's going to go on vacation, right, with the family. So she's built her business enough to the fact where she can take her family on vacation. So tell everybody where you're going.
Well, we are going to New York to visit family. And we're coming back to Ohio. We're going to be doing some stuff, water park stuff here. But the biggest part of where I'm at in my business with the vacation is, yes, my husband's money, my money, they're all together. We're a married couple. But the money that I've made as of right now has paid for the vacation in full so far.
Yeah.
And that's just my, I made sure to take care of it myself. So I'm super excited because I've never been able to do that. I've had jobs here and there because of my kids. I stay home, and I've had jobs here and there to make some extra money, but I've never been at a point where I can say, hey babe, I got this, So I think he's pretty proud too, and to go on vacation and not have to think oh, can we do that? Can we go there? No, we just were well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do A, B, C, D, and not even think about it. As parents, you go on vacation, and even if you have a substantial income, you still are do I want to spend that? Yeah. Do I want to put that there? But I have gotten to a point in my business to where the stress of double thinking things, it's starting to die out. And I commend my husband, because he's been working his butt for so many years, and I'm so grateful that I'm at a point now where I could say, hey, take a day off. It's okay. We got this. You don't have to work on it. Yeah, it's okay. We got this. Because that most people, even if you have a substantial income, you're thinking, do I want to you count the numbers every time you take a day off, every time you're late, every time you think about that 24/7, even when you have substantial money. Now we're getting to a point to where I've been telling him, I'm going to get you home. I'm going to get you home. And that was one of the things we spoke about. And that's still my goal, because if I can retire him within the next couple years, that helps me and on my relationship with him, obviously, because, work and stress and, you're I want to see you, blah, blah, blah. The kids, they want to be with daddy all the time. And he's constantly and they don't understand it. You can explain to them. All they see is that mommy and daddy have to work. So my business, my company, and working with you has put it to a point where we're even thinking about the fact of there's going to be a time where we're both going to be walking into the office and we're going to be working together, and you're not going to have to clock in for somebody else. You're not going to have to work for anybody. And going to do the coaching program, starting the university, eventually start getting a firm going where I'm running the firm and I have VAs working for the firm, and like that's what we're gonna get. And it's gonna get to that point, and he's gonna, how many people are like, okay, by the time you're 40, I'm gonna retire you. Like, and as a woman, men, they're always hustling, they're always working. That's just what they do. It's in them. They want to work, they want to provide. So in my head, thinking that by the time my husband's 40, me as a woman, I'm going to be able to retire him.
Yes.
Like, that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. And to go from, I'm a stay-at-home mom, I need to take care of the kids 24/7, to being a businesswoman, being an entrepreneur, like within 2 years span of it changing, it's just thinking about it, it's absolutely amazing, because I didn't think that it was possible. I knew what I could do and I knew what the skills I had, but to actually make it to where I'm making money and actually feeling like calling myself a business owner is legit, and I really am a business owner, because over the years you do little things here and there, and direct sales, which I'm not knocking, but it's different. It's different because in those companies, you're still working for somebody. Even though you're working for yourself, you're really not. You're still working for somebody. So to be in a position where I'm at now, where this is my company, when I registered my company, that was the scariest day of my life. That was the scariest day of my life. I'm like, wait a minute, the government is actually going to know I have a business. I'm like, this is scary. But one time, the day I made it legit, and then I went to the bank and opened my business account, and they're like, as a business owner, and they kept saying that, as a business owner, and I'm just like, are they talking to me? Are they talking to me? They're like, yeah, if you get employees one day, and I'm like, this is happening. They're talking about employees and all these things that you have to do as a business owner, and it was just, I wouldn't have thought that would be me, and now I'm looking at it, and I want to share it. That's why I want to do the university, because there's so many women out there that, not that they're small-minded, but they think small because they haven't shifted their mindset yet.
Yes.
And I want to do for them, like everybody, I always asked you, I'm like, you have a business coach, Shaniece? And you were like, yeah. And you always said, you can't coach yourself. And I'm like, that's so true. That I can't, because in my head, I know what I'm talking about. And I speak to you and I'm like, well, think about it this way, Sasha, da 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 da. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, I didn't even think about that. You're like, yeah, you can't coach yourself. Like, you're always saying that. And then I think, okay, well, I want to coach people too, because there's other people in my field that they need somebody. And I know what I know, and now I can pass it on. And then the university, and then eventually, have the firm to where people that want to be VAs but don't want to do the whole business side of it, they don't have to, because I'm here with basically their platform, and they can provide for themselves or their family. So there's a lot of things. And you're not letting me slow down at all. I tell you that. You're like, where are we at with this university? And I'm like, oh, we're here. And you're like, nope, you got 2 days to get this done. I'm like, okay, okay.
A lot of times we think that it has to be perfect. And for a long time, I struggled with that. And to be honest, I still struggle with, okay, am I going to launch this? It's not all the way that I want, but you build as you grow. And to piggyback off of what you said, as a business owner, you've only gone so far. You need someone to help take you to the next level. So a lot of people have the misconception that, having a business coach means that you don't know anything. That's not the case. You just need someone to help you go to the next level. I don't mind saying I have a business coach, because, for me, what I can do for y'all, I constantly struggle with doing it for me, because I'm not my coach. And that's the thing that people have to understand. And research your coach. For people who out there who are looking for business coaches and mentors, research them, make sure that they're present, make sure they are on social media, make sure that you have testimonials like what Sasha and I are doing. Make sure that you can physically call one of the clients that are in a coaching program just to hear what's really going on. Do your research. And that is why when Sasha and I first talked, I wanted her to get to know me as a person. I wanted her to understand that it was not just about her spending the money. It was about her taking her and her family to the next level. This has been phenomenal. Sasha's business is growing, 60% increase, 4 to 5 months. She has not even seen nothing yet. She's going to take vacation, and her husband are going to, just do some goal setting and all that before they come back. We're developing her university. We're developing her farm. I mean, all the places, when God says that he is able to do exceedingly abundantly, there is no limit to that abundance. And I'm excited to help Sasha. I'm just her guide. That's all. Her guide to get her where she desires to go. So Sasha, if you like to close out, I definitely want all of you who are listening, if you need a virtual assistant and you're serious, because she works with $1 million business owners, so 6-figure, the $1 million business owners, those are her ideal clients and that are looking just to implement and go to the next level. Or if you are listening and you're like, I want to be a virtual assistant. She's the chick that you want. Like she loves God. She's serious. She's a mom. She's a wife. She has babies. She understands the dynamics of being a woman. She is who you need to reach out with. So Sasha, as we close out, any last remarks you want to say about our coaching program? Any last remarks you want to say about your whole empire that you're creating? Please share it with everyone.
I like that. That was nice. My empire. It's funny because if I would have heard that months ago, I wouldn't have said that. But now I'm like, yep, that's my empire. Yep, I got this. So about the coaching program, I just want to say, if you're even considering it, like I said before, you have to just do it. There's not going to be a perfect time at all. But at the same time, like you said, the 60% increase in 4 or 5 months, I don't think they understand like how substantial that is. While continuously working with clients and building and working at the same time to get it to that level, I went from 1 month to another, I increased. Just from 1 month to another, I did a giant increase. And every time a new month comes, it just gets higher and higher. And it's not because I'm like, oh, well, she just has it. No, everybody has it. Everybody can do it. You just have to find that person to help guide you. And you, Shaniece, are my person that helps guide me. You take what I have, what I already have, and you're like, okay, well, we're going to place this here. We're going to place this here. This is what you're going to do. And I am so grateful because like I came to you and I'm like, I want to do what you're doing. Because you're a business coach. You do many different businesses, many different fields. I mean, you have like I guess you can call it a niche, but at the same time, I mean, the people in our coaching group, we're from different, businesses. So I want to help women who are trying to be VAs, and because I know what I'm doing, I know how to guide them, and I know how hard it is when you beat on yourself and you put yourself down. And I want to be that person that you have been for me. I want to pay that forward because it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. People don't realize a business coach, like you said, you are building my life. So everything, my kids' life, everything that I'm able to provide for my kids is because you're helping me. And my clients, I love my clients, and I've learned which clients I need to have, which I need to work with. And you need to be okay with that. You need to be okay with not working with everybody that comes across your table, because like you said, it's more about the heart, not just the business. And people, if they remember that and not think about just the money, of course, the money is very important because that's life, but it makes it better to actually think about what you are looking for in life, not just what is that financial freedom going to help you with. That's the thing you have to think about. Now I want the money. No, why do you want the money? What is it? What are you trying to do with your life? And you have helped me. Basically, I've heard people say, what is your why? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know, because I want money for my family. And they're like, you didn't stop there. You didn't say, okay, that's great. Let's get you money. And you were like, no, Sasha, what is your why? And you forced me to sit down and actually think about it. And so because of that, I am so grateful. And if anybody sees Shaniece or is talking to her, she doesn't coach everybody. So you get on the phone, message her as soon as you can, because if you cannot get in, it is totally temporary loss, because not fully, it's just temporary. And
Just
not knocking other business coaches, but I know what you can do, and I know what you offer. And that's why with me, I want to do the same thing. So the firm, and giving women a platform with the firm, helping them with the university to teach them, because now they don't know where to start. And the coaching business owners that they have the business, but they're like, okay, now what? What do I do now? And then I can send them to you after I'm done helping them. So you can do that.
I think that, not that I think, I know that this is an amazing season for you. And I'm excited about where God is taking you. And I'm thankful that you have entrusted the God in me, because that's what you are trusting, the God in me, to help take you to the next level. And I just want you to know that I adore you. I appreciate you. And I'm excited for the ride. You said to me the same thing that I told my coach. I was like, look, I'm not the type of person to be looking a whole bunch of different places. When I find something that works for me, that's it, and I'm not going anywhere. I told her, I'm like, this is a marriage. Hello. So don't be talking about I'm not going anywhere. So Sasha, I'm excited for you. There's no limit. Have a wonderful vacation. When you come back, we're going to hit the ground running, because that membership program, people need you. They need you. They need you. They need you. They don't even know yet that they need you. And I just believe once you build it, have you ever seen the movie Field of Dreams? Once you build it, they will come. And that's what I truly believe. So thank you so much for your time and just for being who you are. Love you.
Love you too.